were thinking about rotating, didn't end up calling it over. It's a heavy hit in towards U-Haul, and even with 3 players here, FUT are going to be hard-pressed to find a fight.
Oh, Krax might be in direct contact with him right away. He's got assistance of Kiwi. It's first blood for the FUT side, but all 3 of them are dropped back. That nade could have done a lot, but they're able to avoid it. Boaster in trouble. Durka somehow finds 2, and all of a sudden this site might be opened up by Fnatic. Moj keeping close contact, but Chronicle is there, and Mr. Fallen is left alone.
It'll all be up to Fallen. Sees the angle on the first player. Has the C's as well to try and trap Leo on side. He's so low with the decay.
Low. He's able to make his way all the way around from Lamps, but it's a crossfire setup. This is tough. Guiding lights. Opportunity for a peek for Leo, but drops back right after that. Realize where he is. It's a spray down and a headshot, and Mr. Fallen's got all of his health. Chronicle trying to take the fight. Oh, he's been revealed. There's an opportunity here. If FUT start things off strong, it would be grand, but Chronicle able to put a stop at it with 5 points of health.
Stalling utility of a Cypher, perhaps, of the mollies coming out from Chronicle too. There's going to be some value when it comes into that, but overall, it's less passive value. It's less consistent value round to round, and a lot will be how Crack's able to find players with knives. And you remember yesterday, Crack's didn't even matter about the utility. He was just a clutch god for the
Turkish
team.
aim on display. That was yesterday.
He just won a cent for the team, right?
Talk about that Turkish storyline. It's also at the same time Alpha here trying to prove he's the best Turkish player by far, right? He didn't even want any of these other teams of FUT and BBL to qualify to play us to begin with. So that's quite a comedical way of heading into this one.
Just to carry the torch all on his own.
Let's see how this one works out. Obviously,
Captain got a rifle.
Yeah, that's something.
Launching smoke.
Some damage could be done, touching the spike, and the Captain's out of it. But it's fairly clean, only 1 to drop for Fnatic this round. It's Durka, a bit too early on the timing there. Moj, potential to find a pick on. Damage on Durka and a pick on Boaster. Could do quite a bit. That's the Brim out. And Durka just walks on forwards while the Sky Smoke's already utilized by Boaster.
Yeah, the brains of the operation down for Fnatic. 25 seconds left. There is some stall utility here to defend against a plant.
But Kiri, really crucial position to hold. Having Lamps control is everything for this retake. Spike. Attempted to be implanted. Durka choosing to take fight after fight, and he can do that. He's just so strong. And all is falling into place for Fnatic, unless Moj can do something about it. And a Captain from a different angle. It's FUT on the board.
They come online, and these teams are going to have to get creative to use it. And that's Kiwi's right there.
Alpha often position on lurk positions. Could be an indicator of the aggression to the left-hand side.
And watch that, the contact down B long, I thought was going to inform Chronicle looking for maybe a lurk attempt. Instead, they're just zooming in with the ult.
So quick to aggress, but Showstopper avoided. Still 2 alive for the defense. Mr. Fallen so close with the Spectre.
And
could do
Captain
it
up
long.
in Hookah is such a good position. Look at him out of the window.
Tries to hide out of the smoke, but still only good for 1.
This is so awkward. The spike is stuck in elbow. Boaster on 4 HP. His teammate's not in sight yet as Kiwi is hunting out 2. He gets a critical kill, but there's 2 players in the backside they have to go through, and he can't easily escape to teleport.
That was so unlucky for Kiwi, but now the snakebite is really causing trouble for the backline of the defenders. Yes, the TP is being taken, pressure to the backline of Fnatic, but the time is dwindling, and Fnatic have a decision to make. Do they rotate? Yes, they do. Both are already moving into the A site, and he will be able to get the plant down. FUT have got every single one of the defenders onto this B side.
Oh, brutal. Chronicle can't find that kill, but hey, they saved the Prior Boaster there. He got out. Now they have to worry about Moj coming in late down A short. Leo going to be put in a position where he has to take this fight on his own. Boaster too.
Timing is everything. Oh, Boaster. He's sticking around. Only now jumped off the ledge.
Now the fight short.
Leo picks it up. Fnatic square things up 2 to 2. Inwards again, lamp control ignored by FUT, wanting to isolate the fight into sight. Boaster ring around the Rosie and catches them both unawares. Fnatic with a 3rd one on the board.
Bit of a push down short. If they could get some kills, they could recover rifles, but there's 4 players ready to go, and Durka's not going to let that happen.
They're just lining up for Durka. It's going to be simple. Moj trying to find some extra damage here, but I believe this is all she wrote. We'll move a bit further forwards here. Yeah, no shorty kill. Frenzy kill maybe onto Leo.
Spike planted.
No. Revealed his angle.
Vandal kill onto Fallen.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, the Captain is a dead man walking.
He's trying to do the Boaster right now. No.
No.
Not slightly different situation.
3 maps would be wonderful.
There.
Fallen, you already have the ult. Wait, why was he farming the orb? You just tanked 129 damage. All right.
And it's not like they were even denying it from someone else, because
I mean, I suppose they could be.
Yeah, maybe. Takes a lot of damage for it out of Captain. Still alive. Excuse me, huh? Mr. Fallen delivering. Okay, Fnatic have dropped their players in isolation, which puts a big advantage point here for FUT. Everybody's still in control of the site. Rotations are there. It's 3v3 when it comes to this B-site fight. Bosa's isolated. No real option to rotate over and leave him alone. They're going to have to stick to their ground.
Yeah, FUT have still left 2 players towards A, so it would be a 3-on-3. If Fnatic commit in, it's not impossible for them. They're actually going to send Boaster all the way around towards long. What this does for them is A, group up, take easier fights. It's really hard to jump out of hookah without a Raze player.
Ooh, what a strike drops.
Ooh, Alfir gets a sick timing past this.
You could argue he's also isolated, but he does walk past it. He could get a grand venture to the back door, and there are potential 3 kills with his name on them. Alpha, yeah, they even line up, but this is just a gift. Is it Christmas? He's thanking them already. And a Captain on the back line trying to do the exact same thing that Alpha did.
15 seconds, flank TP comes in from Kiwi. They got to plant inside tube.
They're on site, and they're getting the spike down. That's not a problem. Paint shots do a little bit of damage. Chronicle ends up falling. And Alfire, he's already got on 2 kills. He's got to make it 3 and an ace and a clutch. The Turk v Turks. Operator, you can see where one of them is coming from.
The bait and switch.
Beautiful.
That sort of blew him up. There's an op outside showers, though. It's an op battle. Alfir does this.
It really does.
On Lotus in their previous match, he was playing Killjoy and was also opting into the operator on attack. Just extremity control, and FUT try to push it on the opposite side of things. It works for them.
I know exactly where.
He misses chamber, you can tell. He misses chamber. But it is a switch for the Brim, right?
Yeah, and look at Alfir. He knows it's a 1v1 on site, so he's going to speed up onto site. They're going to try to pinch into
This is so ambitious.
Rotate comes in quickly from Fallen.
Pushing through the pit as well. So many things look a bit shaky here. But it's Fnatic, you can't count them out.
Down to 28. He might have to just leave this pit.
Oh,
he's
they know,
so low.
They know. Moj, well aware. And now there's 3 for Fnatic, little by little. Getting destroyed.
They both just upgraded into the enemy team's operators to take another fight. And Fnatic win it again.
Look, level playing ground, 3v3. Although 2 of the defenders off FUT are on the wrong side of the map.
Double TP in on the flank.
Oh, Durka, what a pick! Switches to the Vandal, but Mr. Fallen takes him down before he gets a chance to use it. Again, TP. Man, TP extravaganza on by today.
Absolutely insane. Now, Krax has the null command on the retake. Could use that early to shut off Leo's ability to flash them back into sight. And he misses the timing on it. Chronicle gets the ultimate down, but Leo's chunked out with the wall bang.
Desperate shoots through the pit. Oh man, this is not going to be easy, Chronicle. He's got that higher angle, but it might not even come down to him. Leo's just hiding out. So difficult to tackle there by FUT and Fnatic.
Probably thinking that in the world, they want that to maybe deny a plant. It's a little bit more effective to zone players away. Great shot from Krax.
He's been such a big difference maker these playoffs so far, but quickly dealt with.
Still 3 players inside showers now. Fnatic are sticking into the plant. Captain gets another orb, 1 kill, and he has that ulti.
Yeah, they could just spray with them, play with them. It's easy for Fnatic at this point. It's their mistake to make, right? And knowing Fnatic, quite well rehearsed in these situations, just drop back, don't give any free fights. You've got a lineup in the making as well. You've got a backside coming in through showers. Just wait for FUT to push them, and that's exactly what they're doing. Composed as ever. Mosh? Ooh. Okay, why not?
Behind enemy lines for a second there.
Yeah.
Or if it's a hookah execute, you can throw those through the teleporter, but quick X.
Yeah, talk about change of pace. This is Durka explosively moving forwards. Kiwi gets filled up with paint, and Durka just keeps on giving. Mr. Fallen eventually does spray through and take him down. That threat has been eliminated, but they've got a lot more players to deal with now. Fnatic take over A site.
Captain has the ultimate if they're able to get anything here, and they still have control over lamps. Boaster puts down smokes for backside, but Krax has a couple of flashes. Can try to scout out with the knife too and catch these 2 players up short.
Careful here.
Take a second. Flash drive. How do they isolate? Great orbital strike, dealing with one, and Krax is on the case. Fnatic, one by one, being dwindled, and Leo is left alone, and all of a sudden, no one from Fnatic is alive. FUT is going to make the difference at the end of the day and give him a fighting chance in the series.
Fnatic have really changed the tempo after that timeout. Two fast execs, this one a split into B. They have hookah controlled. The two side players have been thrown back into elbow.
Oh.
There's actually no one here to fight them with the smoke to block them off.
Most lost a chunk of damage by pushing through an incendiary, but it doesn't even matter if you take down your opposing Brim. And the site is theirs, even though with one in close proximity of Mr. Fallen trying to find a side angle, but smoked off. The rest of the rotations not quite in play, while there is Moj together with Kiwi looking to infiltrate the back line.
This camera will tell them everything.
They'll
and the
know.
crossfire they have set up these players on FUT.
Peeked
What do
out,
you do?
Chronicle will turn around. Alfire is there. Doesn't even come down to it. Moj gets one! And the blast pack from Kiri allows them the kills. Showstopper now available. One on site. They know of it. Do they pick out the player in long? Chronicle down to Leo. And he can't do a thing. It's from Fnatic doubling back to the left-hand side. They've read the situation of FUT and want to take the fight. They like the odds, but who comes out on top? Leo isolated, and Mr. Fallen takes care of it. Can they double back in time, though, because it's Turkey and Chronicle holding down the line, and Fnatic have been able to read it out perfectly. Can't get away. Chronicle with another, and Fnatic are on top.
Just an unreal pivot there. Fnatic coming back in. Krax spotted out by the boombot. That may be enough for Fnatic to move back towards the A site.
And Fnatic love to play with danger levels, right? They know where they can take least risks. Therefore, they're just going to wait around a bit and put question marks in FUT's heads. Where are they heading? What do we play with here?
They have to re-clear a lot of space back towards A. I think that's why they were a little bit hesitant, hoping that maybe Krax would get a little ambitious and try to quick flank them. But now it will just be Moj up from heaven. He may have an angle on these players as they move outside of the smokes with his Brim smoke so large. Really tough to find it. He does, though, just barely over the tip.
And when a Moj gets a pick and Krax is alive, you cannot really count FUT out, can you?
Fnatic have scattered, though. This could be tough, playing in 1v1 positions. It allows FUT to take those solo fights, and Krax is near unbeatable in those.
Yeah, Bosa's got a lineup for the spike plant as well.
One enemy
And
remaining.
Chronicle wins a fight. This is actually increasing the difficulty. Incendiary already dropping. Krax knows he's up against the clock. Not only up against 3, Chronicle got the right angle and finds himself the shot between the eyes. That's Fnatic.
They tried to pinch into this late in the round last time. Now they're just speeding up.
The pre-fight
Resources.
They know exactly what is going on this setup. Oh no, it's the Trailblazer to pick up the kill on Kiwi. Oh, he just got yapped up by a dog. Moj still alive. That's important. 10 points of health.
the ping.
Oh, and Chronicle with a shorty. It's painful. Burnt to a crisp. With pellets to your face, it's all going down here for FUT. I mean, it's the last round of the half, and Fnatic are able to pick it up with double the amounts of rounds. They
Early rotates from Fnatic.
Exactly. Allowing Fnatic to move in quickly. Kiwi, low, still goes for it, and runs up on Chronicle on retreat, still. Got to get rid of Poster on site, eventually feased.
Oh, Durka's pinched.
And Moj has got the right timing on it as well. Afire, again left in a Turkish player versus Turkish team situation. I don't think they quite know where he is. He's got that going for him. The spike hasn't gone down yet, though.
They saw him right around the corner from Moj. Gonna get the teleport over onto the B site.
Krax is stuck, which is why he hasn't rotated yet now. Okay, now he's been spotted. Goodbye.
Now they all get out. A little bit dodgy for a moment there, and ooh, actually going for the camera tag a little bit early. That could have been really impactful going for the retake and using that for a little bit of extra information. Moj is actually still over by A. I think you jump in the TP now. Yep, can play 2 up from Hookah. It's planted for it.
Stick it. No. Ooh, that's a first. You need 2 more. Thinking about it.
Sticking it would be the coward's route.
No, pros don't fake, man. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, but Alfie goes
Moving him
kills.
forwards. Ooh, Moj is just playing with him. And now they know he has to stick it.
Don't interrupt.
Which means he won't. Oh, finds the dink in the end, but it's not quite it. Coming through, FUT are patient.
They're anticipating the teleport play into this one. That's why they're quick rotating back to B, hoping that maybe if they can show some presence, FUT will expect a gamble, stack on A, jump in that teleport quickly, and then they could have that stack actually going the other way. After feigning a little bit extra presence than you'd be expecting, but FUT are actually taking this very reserved. Just hoping to find any open sight lines being held when they bring down that wall, and then actually actually really nice combo of utility on both sides. Fnatic almost would have been able to catch a planter there with the vulnerable too.
Ooh, blast back to delay the plants. Out of Captain though, dealing with Bosa trying to move out from Lamps, Chronicle. Chip damage from that distance, yeah, not easy. Ooh, Durka, wait a second. He's managed to go in for a second try here. Fnatic have been forced back though. Chronicle is low, Durka moving in now, but Leo also joining, and it's just too far back. They're being isolated, and that's exactly what FUT. No, there are some dinks
There's
coming in.
There's too many dinks with these pistols. It's making me nervous. I don't like it. But yeah, Fnatic gonna be scattered here just out of the spike if they can, or get a kill on a player running away. Honestly, just a very funny round because both teams just full traded utility. It was like of the open up the skies.
Gotcha. Both the first blood.
Off.
Yeah. That's Kiwi. Quite
He's
important.
gotten too many kills through smokes. I'm gonna say that. Boaster has.
Oh! Chronicle believed in that kill and ends up dying for it! Wait a minute. Scales equalized. Even. Level. One on A site, but FUT need to realize this and rotate around. They haven't taken the TP and they're not taking the slow route. They stuck in place.
FUT don't have much in terms of utility. They do have 2 smokes, which makes that site hit actually feasible. Moj has a paint shell too, but they're just waiting for the haunt to come back. It just got up for Fallen, so now comes the hit. They're gonna jump in the teleporter though, just bail out of this. Check out Alfier. He had the chance to push into showers, but instead, hearing 4 teleports will reposition towards short.
He's got a tripwire though, he can work with. Prowler, able to take care of it. Now they move on forwards. Alfire holds on a very close angle, spray through, only 1 collected, 3v3. Supply going down, Leo trying to find some shots through. Blast back not quite in time to delay the plant.
They could have fought backside. Krax has 1 flashpoint.
Available for Mr. Fallen. And Fnatic are now playing catch up. And Mr. Fallen again. Krax got a level angle to work with. Leo, how do you find them? How do you isolate them? They know exactly where you are. They've got you telegraphed. They've got you in the know.
Save.
And he chops back, gives up on it, and this is going to be a FUT round.
Sure, he used to have the box to hide out behind, although this camera spots a whole lot of players, and Alfier gets the spam shots going back.
That was Kiwi locked out of position, but it's Moj that got picked up, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. Still, FUT continue with that push.
Oh, big ulti. Forcing these players either into the teleport or up into lamps. 37 seconds left on the clock.
Which is why Fnatic are actually scared of taking lap control right now. They're going to take the fight onto the site straight away. Bosa close by, Incendiary to deny it. And a captain pushing forward. The man's got balls of steel. And still keeping it going. They hit their shots, and in a matter of seconds, Fnatic are stopped. Chronicle on the wrong side of the map, and he's just already given up. That's it. Zero fragment, no, well, zero fragment? No, zero command, not quite catching. Oh, Bosa, that was a chance. But Kiwi was quicker to the trigger. Chronicle moving forwards, the only one with a Phantom in his team, and he's actually done a bit, right? 3 to 3, equal in numbers, doable, very doable, especially if he grabs another.
But are gonna wait as long as they can. Check out Moj. He was on flank watch, now he's working down long.
Oh, Chronicle has to be alive here, that's important. Without him, his team may be lost. Mr. Fallen picks it up though, and puts his team on top. They still have the spike and an opportunity to rotate over.
Ah, that's tough.
And the fact that Kiwi's still on site, he can catch all rotations. And that's exactly what he does.
Look, Durka would have been able to stop the plant if he had been there, if the plant had gone through on B, but now it gets down. The map is completely flipped with Kiwi playing up towards heaven.
Every clutch position Alfaya has been in so far, he hasn't been able to achieve it this series. Can he be the superior Turk? Obviously with a Sheriff, yeah, he's shooting upwards, but that's the first one. Belief.
Give me that.
Reinstated. Vandal in his hand, snake bite to his feet.
There's one more cage. Can try to get it to half.
Pressure in his veins. Kiwi's low, but no bullets left in the chamber. He himself is down to 5. It's too difficult. FUT are just messing with him right now, being patient as ever. And that's all they can do. Yes, you can get the kill here, Alfaya, but you cannot get the round win.
And FUT, the team that just sort of came out of the gate, now they're going straight towards A.
Yeah, Mr. Fallen with first blood, really important considering there was a trade of showstoppers right there. Alfaya trying to hold on, but quickly dealt with. And the A site, just as quick as that, is under FUT's control.
Finally, Fnatic are going to try and pressure a flank. No Sentinel in the comp of FUT, leaves those exposed. But FUT don't have to worry about that because they can play inside the pit. The second the pit is expanded, you see the Fnatic players turn immediately around. They want nothing to do with that whatsoever. They save here, they can fight in the next round. Utility Now two players creeping out, but Moj cannot be beaten.
It's all in his brain, man. He knows exactly what's going on. All aware. Does fall down to 20. But the site is still under control of FUT. They get the spike down in time. Durka trying to delay it, but no. The fact that he's got this position, though, is important.
Yeah, FUT just don't overpeak. Right now, Fnatic, two players going to be working into showers. The teleports come in from Leo.
Add to this, Moj has lineups. He's got 2 snake bites available, and he's not present in the fight. Chronicle delivering first. Up close and personal. At a captain having to draw back. Smart call to make. Durka now trying to help in with a different angle. Not quite given the space. Kiwi forced out and picked up by Durka. Slow but surely, Fnatic gains side control. Onto the spike, touch it once. This is where snake bites start to fly in. Durka finding a kill. Leo as well. Damage with the snake bites. Is it going to be enough for the defuse stoppage? But it is not going to be. Lines then. Alpha, forced out, spray, cross, successful, with only 10 points of health. Fnatic starting to state their control. FUT in rounds is on top, but can quickly be finding even off position there with a spike plant, not read by Fnatic, keeps the FUT players alive.
The timing, just a half second late on the neural theft. Could have changed the round. Still no control over showers. They're going to send a late flank at a captain, but the fight in U-Haul.
It might not even come down to that if Kiwi is able to deal with it already. Durka pushing forward, trying to deal with it, but that flash is immaculate. Cracks dealing with it, Kiwi as well. Oh, pulling their pieces together, and on fire. Can't get onto the spike just yet. Snake bites being dropped, and now in the fight.
At a captain through showers, has the time to chance, stab them in the back.
This could be brilliant. At a captain catches them unawares. Chronicle knows he's there, but cannot do a thing.
Truck here is going to try to take an early fight. That's been something that's missing a little bit from Fnatic on these A-short fights, but it's hard to happen.
Oh!
Are you kidding me?
Tremendous start to the round, but now they've got to stick the landing. Remember, lesser weaponry available to them, and the Vandals 2F out of reach. Alfaya with a judge in lamps, yet to be tested. And a captain with the plant, and FUT now is the fight.
Look at the pinch, Fallen coming straight in around the corner.
Oh!
Shoots Alfia in the side of the head.
He would have never read that. Trailblazer spotting out the 2 players, but are already falling back to shorts. And a captain just jumps out of the shadows.
Chronicle with nothing to work with.
Really, just a shorty, and out of captain maybe just a little bit too far out of reach. If he turns, though, Chronicle might have a chance. It's down to maybe Leo to distract him, but he's just too far away,
He's just
man.
praying, begging, hoping someone will check into him.
Too far. And FUT might be finding themselves now on map points on Fnatic's map pick. And what a world would this be? Chronicle gets the kill, doesn't even matter though. FUT got money for days, and this is FUT now on map point, on bind.
Work with the unfortunate thing. Actually, Prowlers are down, so there's no easy way to clear these away.
First CP coming in from Boaster already. Durka delivering with the first kill. Every single one of the Fnatic players
Oh,
are
the
on
ulti
fire.
pinch.
Chronicle, Mr. Fallen finds himself a corner, but Fnatic are well aware of it. Nowhere to punish. Cracks though, taking lamp control. Chronicle reading it. Deleted though, and all of a sudden FUT have a chance. Cracks doing crack things on the A site while the rest move into B.
Durka, how fast does he play it? Going to the side, he goes so quickly, Emotion's there to watch it.
Oh my God, where did he go? Where did he run away to? Crack says, run, hide, because I smell you, and I am coming right after you. Alpha, the only chance they save this round is down to his own hands. With only 5 points of health, he is bleeding, he is hurting, and he needs to do it all. FUT take down map 1 against the Goliaths of Fnatic.
Want to tag into it.
Well, Kiwi's holding out close by. Durka in quick contention. Dash just falls a little bit short of the mark. Not quite exactly where Kiwi would have liked it to, but they do garner space control over on the side.
The fight for ramp will decide this round right here. Only 3 players on site for FUT. They need to win that one out. Fnatic haven't fallen just yet.
Ooh, Cracks. Sneaky Roo under Roo. But no, not exactly what he would have liked. It's Fnatic, they're winning all of the trades and Moj
It's not
on
planted for
the
him.
wrong side of the map. Yeah, Alfaya didn't quite spot him, so there's a potential kill there, but the spike is not parted for them, as you've just alluded to. Doesn't even connect the shots at the end, so Fnatic get themselves, they've played it, they've lost it, and every single time they've opted for a change.
Yeah, lost it twice previously, and they're going to lose it here too.
Yeah, it's clean. It's clean by
everybody.
Give him the ace, just go for it. Slam dunk with a pistol, no. Much too nice. It is what it is, but still.
Yep.
Another guiding light. Posing presence here from Durka. First early pick, simple.
I mean, FUT played their attack on bind really passively,
Oh, Moj.
but they're all in solo spots here.
Yeah.
A wonky peek up into B heaven with a very deep flash, easily turnable. We're not even really going to catch Durka playing the close angle with the judge. And now they're going to try to pivot back into A, which is a little bit soft. Without the concuss, Chronicle will fall back towards screens, but now there's a double up screens elbow with all the Cypher trips on site. Alfier loves to play for the spam.
TP over for Boaster. Mr. Fallen close by. Oh, the cage just drops, and that's a pick for Mr. Fallen. A chance, drops back. Chronicle seizes the opportunity to drop right back up. Here's the showstopper, but Crack stops it. Crack stops the showstopper. It's a showstopper in and of its own. And Cracks is alone. We just praised him for his excellence and ability, but he might have just planted it right out to the open. It's got to reload. Guiding light to the back of the site, touch on the spike. Does he rotate? Does he go all the way around? Does he stick around? He does. Duck cover. Oh, he's patient and it might be the right amount of time. Leo swings out of it.
Poor play around mid.
Yeah, so far.
Kiwi completely in on his own.
And it's picks from Durka over and over again.
And to be fair, this time around, things are a little bit different. They're, you know, out hunting a little bit more, 2-2.
Posing
Cracks
Cowboys.
is there to be a second player in. Previous one, oh, we can see the toes of Moj there. Nice camera just to spot the creep up into the A site. And Fnatic, with really heavy control over mid, allows very swift rotations and the ability to never allow a player into A or B heaven.
That is true. That is true. Chronicle's looking for some more. He's got some help.
One enemy
But there's a bit of a backstab room here from Alpha. To be fair, some damage has been done, right? Another kill and they'll be quite a successful eco from FUT, but no. That's 2 kills to the FUT side as FUT keep that momentum going.
But they gotta get through the one-ways. Alfier's gonna have himself one-wayed and the trips to playoff. There's a second layer to the defense from Fnatic.
Alpha still alive, he's got the one-way, he's got the trips, none of them have been chimed just yet, one have been broken. That's a spray down and a double by Alpha. It couldn't be better for the Turk, and now Cracks alone and really know where to go. They know where he is, they know where he hides, and they can just drop back. No chances taken, Fnatic playing it to a T. Chronicle. Fancying a bit of sneaky action, whack-a-mole. But he doesn't get whacked, instead he does all the whacking. And he switches the position entirely, assists out into heaven as FUT look to commence their push. Childblades are chasing right after him. Chronicle has switched up his position so much in a matter of nearly no time and has had already so much impact, and with the Rolling Thunder he can have so much more.
Alfier.
Oh, but he gets dealt with early. And now it's a trade, right? It's a 4v4 fight and the side control is underfoot.
Yeah, Moj picking up that rifle. Shuts it down. Now Kiwi's got one as well. Neural Theft to come online. The flank will be spotted. They know exactly what Boaster's doing, and it's going to be a heavy setup towards ramps.
FUT has never had a better situation in a round thus far in Split. This is their chance to get a win.
Boaster. Fallen knows he's here. Oh, he knows Fallen's there.
Smart duck cover, smart paranoia, and there's nothing Mr. Fallen can do apart from be patient. The trip has to be broken though. Guiding light together, and that's Mr. Fallen with a stinger kill. Durka switching it right back up onto the site. The push from Fnatic is commencing. Mr. Fallen on the back line, causing trouble, but it's Moj. Is it planted for him? Yes, it is! But Durka is there to deliver, and Fnatic cannot stop winning.
Ace. One of the things you can do on this map is play for information. They want to get Chronicle. He's on the ropes again.
Apart from that, I'm distracted by Boaster not having a gun.
Oh my.
I don't know what happened.
He's going to be able to get one now. All part of the plan.
Cosplaying Carmen Corp, I reckon.
Oh no.
Oh, I'll fire. Oh, it's close. It's easy for Fnatic in this one. Not challenged at all. It feels like FUT are crumbling under the pressure. Mr. Fallen trying to do something alone. But the captain has got a lot on his plate at this point, and that plate just cracks right in front of him.
I just know the breach fault line, the paranoia. Oh man, Fnatic.
Oh, Durka's fancying it. That's Cracks down and out, and Durka, he's been enabled. I've got a feeling Mimi during the break said Durka go kill. That's the strat right now, and honestly, it's working.
Chronicle's just been a menace playing around vents too, a couple times on the rope after taking the much more passive approach that we saw in the previous rounds. It is all gonna come down to Kiwi here. Has to take a bit of a chance, you feel like, but Fnatic playing really deep sight lines.
Yeah, treading carefully here, Kiwi is. Looking to float like a feather onto the side. No, sticks up. Fnatic well aware, Boaster traded, but the blades can't find the mark. bullet to the heart for Kiwi. Have got a lot at their disposal to take the fights here.
The combo.
Don't really want to go for this. Paint shield fault line, just a bit of
It was
damage.
fumbled a bit. A little off there from Chronicle, or not knowing exactly where it wanted to land. Now check out where Moshe is. Has worked over into B Heaven up into Raptor.
Wait a second.
He's gotten past Boaster.
Paranoia available as well, can catch both players out into the open. They drop back, which means maybe Moj will be called to action, but no, goes all the way around from the shadows onto Garage. Mr. Fallen has dropped, no catching off of the rotations. And they know where Moj is as well.
He can check into the camera too and spot out Boaster on that flank. Alfgear falls up in Heaven.
This is first chance. Boaster.
Cam
Surely they
spots
should
him.
know. Surely they know. And a captain on the case. And now 2 for Fnatic. This could be the round for FUT. A start perhaps.
Fnatic will play for everything here. Rifles at minimum, maybe the round. They've got
sure.
so much to spare. They've got to go for it.
Nothing to lose. And they don't really know if FUT is going for a flank, which is why fault line is expended by Chronicle, why time is wasted here by Fnatic. Slowly but surely they move in, but slowly but surely they shall be taken down. Leo with a bit of damage at the end, but that's FUT, finally.
It's a great pivot from Fnatic though. Concussed too to catch the players off guard.
Oh.
It doesn't get better than that. From Vents is where Chronicle set that up.
Beautiful microplay. And that just sets Fnatic up for success this round. These 2 early picks make it 3 really, with Cracks being, you know, picked off in mid as well.
But it's a great pivot from Fnatic. Look, if you're gonna late move into B, we will have control over Garage. You're not gonna get past us.
Fnatic was like, we give you 1 round, we'll do you 1 better. We'll win the next one without any of our players taking damage.
Well, now you've gone and said it.
Hey, it's still possible. Dirk is here with an operator. Only 1 shot is required anywhere. Still damage not done. Still damage not done. I'm focusing on that. Damage not done! Fnatic for infiltrating Alfaya. Spike in his hands. And quickly as that, this round is fully out of depth for FUT.
How's that a captain in front?
Oh, Alfaya making clean work of it. But yeah, this is all... Ooh, wait a minute. A chance. Cracks is in the fight. Spike not quite collected, but Cracks creating space. Darker having to drop back there if he would have lost his life. This would be a very feasible round for FUT. Time dwindling and Cracks again doing crack things as he does, and is just giving hope to his team. Now Boaster, the captain of Fnatic, trying to jump it right back in his favor, give his team double digits and deny the second by FUT. Walking underneath Kiwi, walking to the side of Cracks. This is falling into place for him, but not enough.
Up now,
Yeah.
ultimate online up into Heaven.
Leading the charge here, Cracks is. No command and flash drive. Cracks taken down, Darker, finding the bullets. And now FUT bring back Cracks to life, but might be a little bit too exposed.
Watch out, a captain from main. He had a chance to move out for a second. Boaster, Durka rather with the ultimate.
Even with side control, it might not even matter. They left the spike behind, and this is where Fnatic start to crunch in. FUT realize they fumbled. They've realized that they've spread out too much, and there you have it.
A little kiss on the way out, maybe a little sniffer. But now Fnatic with full control over Heaven. The players, can they actually rotate for... Oh my god, Durka's going nuts!
He really is. Cracks, though, will be putting an end to him. Alfaya trading it right back up, but maybe they want to take the site now. Moj can't quite find his shots. Chronicle crouching under and dodging his bullets. So side control now is under Fnatic's control.
Yeah, the tough thing is Spike is still stuck in hell, so Chronicle has to make this crossover. They're waiting for a smoke to come back up from Boaster. Timing right there at the minute. Now he can make it across and just use that aftershock to guarantee the plant goes down.
Ooh, this could be good timing here. Alfaya was looking at his cam for a second, but now drops back and pulls out his frenzy.
Leo has a reflank in mid. He's going to take his time on it. Here
Kiwi
it goes.
trying to stretch out the positioning of the site, but with impending doom on the back line, there's not much you can do. Kiwi stuck between a rock and a hard place at this point. Mr. Fallen might be trying to make things more easy for him, but that's not going to be the case for Fnatic.
Just on the off chance FUT cook something up. But it'll mean 10 match points for Fnatic.
2 players on FUT here on the defense. Really can't pause any pressure up against the rifles of Fnatic. And FUT on the back foot heavily. Big time.
Spike planted.
This map is seemingly ending so quick in comparison to the other. Where did it go? Slipping through their fingers, this series is really. They're just trying to have a grasp of it. Add a captain, nice lovely head onto Alpha. What else can they do, man? They need a bit of confidence here. But honestly, Fnatic got this all under control, simultaneously swing their angles. Fnatic on 12. Yeah, FUT really don't want to challenge out this mid side at all. Kiwi realizing that contact is on its way now into heaven. Kiwi though just jumps out of the shadows and delivers a finishing blow into Alpha. Durka though, he's been split from the team, now finding reinforcements as they've entered in from main, and they start to shoot upon Ada Captain at the back of the site. They've taken the control they needed, and FUT are trailing behind.
Up in numbers, Leo not committing to the lurk. Will go back into main. It means FUT have to fight forward entirely. Worried about that, but now the rolling thunder to push them back and buy time.
Has anybody been stunned by it? I don't think so. I think they've been able to avoid it, but can they move in forwards? Chronicle taken down low, but they need the kills. Replenished by his teammate Leo. But Durka's got a side angle. Durka just looks up right after it. Oh my God, what a way to close it out.
Pulls it back. Now, on buy rounds, usually he puts an alarm bot down on the entrance, whether it's A or C they end up going, to cut off any sort of flank, but in the one round, he doesn't actually have that alarm, and Fallen has the chance, but it's just a rinse and repeat from the pistol.
Durka moving inwards, and that's a lot of players right in front of him. The Classics doing work. All of a sudden, they've got numbers advantage. Vandal recollected, but there's a lot of low players into the site, and Leo cleans it all up, sweeps them off of their feet, and Fnatic are 2-0.
30 seconds left.
They can do all that much, and with all the reinforcements arriving, Cracks might be trapped at the back of the site. Nice coordination with the Paintshells as well. And Durka frontlining. They've already guarded the space. Oh, good read onto Mr. Fallen's position. Yeah, okay, you've got poison at your feet, but the job has already been done. And a Captain close by, Chronicle, grand angle.
Another one?
So much. You know, you get a double kill after you throw it, you already have another one to your disposal. Kiwi, the last to drop.
Dancing around the map. Durka's
really
walked through Baby Door. He's just on the B site now, too.
Sneaky
it's a little bit
bugger.
spread out, but now they can accelerate into B. Not quite prepared for two players this fast to potentially stab them at the back, but they're holding for it so dutifully.
So much patience to just hold down this line.
And now look at A. Chronicle's going into his one as well. It gets traded. That's the risk with spreading apart like this. But Fnatic find that kill. Another orb taken from Leo. I don't know. This is what I was talking about when I said on the attack, you can just dance around the map. They're forming every orb. I love this. No, I love it when teams do this. Maximizing, min-maxing your ult economy is such a powerful thing to do, especially on maps like Lotus, like Fracture, where there's more than just the two orbs.
Every little bit matters.
So many of them, especially playing versus, you know, the eco buy of FUT. You're just allowed to do things like this.
Fnatic, very smart. But if you're a FUT fan and you want to look at the bright side of life, Ada Captain has a gun, which he just lost.
The pinch can come in. And actually, hold on.
Spray through smoke. That was the way they
those.
got the kill there. Mr. Fallen, did he get dinged through the wall? Has to drop back. At least he's got safety, but it's given away some access to two entries Fnatic have for this for this attack.
FUT like to play quick rotate on this map into a heavy like pre-take almost. They fight out against you with numbers using the mobility of Neon. They're going to be able to do something like that on this B site. Notice they give the plant over. It's a 5 versus 4 situation for them. The trouble is, there's the Viper's pit, right? So now you have to work into that. There's no scouting. You're dreadful scouting with this comp from FUT, so they have to fight their way through. And that is not a favorable fight for them, especially when Durka's got that shorty he can go back into.
Yeah, it's all too tough. There is a door opening here from Ada Captain to try and cause pressure onto Alfaya. He's got to look in multiple directions. He's got the assistance of his teammate, but Moj is there to fight as well. Moj all of a sudden has been popping off. 3 kills to his name. Viper Spit still in existence, which means all of the players from FUT are low. Could be easy pickings for the last remaining player. It's Chronicle all day. And scared to regress, right? Ada Captain not really want to take the chance to just waltz forward, gain info. Chronicle, on the other hand, is just not stopping, man. He's just so strong. Moj with that judge, yeah, okay, get one against Durka, but Chronicle is there. He's the boogeyman of this game.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
And Cracks. Yeah, okay, they know where he is. They're gonna, Fnatic are just gonna chase after him.
Here
just
comes
because they
Chronicle.
Build up those orbs. Well, Cracks. At least puts an end to Chronicle's life, but like, it might be a mount angle.
Yeah. Oh wow, a jump actually spots him.
Yeah, they know. They're not going to peek this now. They know there's an operator in place. Done. Or at least they'll take the measures to deal with him.
Yeah, that pullback smoke is a really good,
Mount
powerful
angle, though.
anti-op angle. Well, the threat is you could have scaled to the opposite side off that pullback, so Kiwi can no longer just hold the one angle.
And the Prowler doesn't reach his position, so still unknown. Haunts in place.
You can't play this, though.
No.
Like, this is how Fnatic played the map, and Alfier floors him!
Op v op. Alpha takes charge, and now Fnatic look to storm this C site. Yes, there's delaying utility here from FUT. There's Moj lying in wait with Killjoy pieces of utility. Nano Swarm, Durka doesn't care. Just bunny hops his way inwards. Moj wants to take this fight, he really does. Pushes him within his own Nano Swarm together with a Paranoia. Very nice time. Mr. Fallen in the fight as well. FUT, this is their chance. They've got the numbers advantage.
They're pulling back. They have lockdown to play the retake. If this pivot does end up going through into B, Spike has crossed past the door. There's 3 players ready to go. With 35 seconds left, they could also look to try and deny a plant here.
FUT might want to play the long game here. Lockdown enabled and want to take this safely. What are the chances that are Fnatic going to take here? They don't take the B site, they go to A, but they lose Chronicle in the process.
And FUT are completely aware. Spike will end up getting planted here. Some mollies to force Leo into an uncomfortable position. Leo has to find a fight, but it won't be afforded to him.
Look, all I remember is the highlight reels from lock-in. Leo was a monster when it came to these positions, to these 2 1vx's.
He's on his own.
On a clutch, you can't count this man out. You really cannot. He's a lion in of himself, and let this man roar. This could be all the turnaround, and now Fire comes in as well.
And the nade in the back corner there too. There's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide, you are dead.
Goodness. Paranoia coming through. This is FUT wanting to take the pace in their own way, and they're actually succeeding for a second. They don't have the best weaponry, but they've done some damage. But Fnatic are collapsing upon them. Crossfire set up, and there's nothing you can do.
Fought it all through.
Kiwi, hyper-aggressive, together with Mr. Fallen, actually. Where the pick comes through, though, it's actually a trade. Mr. Fallen spraying across. And this aggression, this time around, has worked out.
And they've kind of got everything on lockdown. 2 players outside Rubble, 4 FUT, the pit in mid, and then Killjoy with all the info playing towards C. That's actual smoke that allows Boaster to get the cross. Sees the alarm, sees the paint shell, breaks the one that could have done some serious damage.
Prowler there to help out now. Moj realizes he's not only against one player, he's got a couple to deal with. Recuperates with his own teammates. But Boaster, what is this?
He has to take a chance. They're down numbers. He wants something.
Chronicle arriving from long. FUT playing the patience game. Double stack up. Successful. And now Chronicle and Leo to deal with. From the shadows, info gain. No one on site. They've got to be to the back of it or in long. Dark cover, Chronicle, out into the open. Doubles up! This is surely not the way Fnatic do it. And now Cracks on the case, cannot deliver! Leo!
Lose it, they're back to the judge, they're back to the sheriffs. Man. Their backs are against the wall, but Moj finally finds his.
Desperation, they've got to do something over eager, and it does work out for just a little bit. It's a trade, but no money, man, no money, no guns. This was their card, they've played it.
By the way, the Odin did damage over by A. All 3 players must have been chunked by that.
You've got to feel for FUT here though, right? Fnatic is splendid play. How must it feel when you win a map against a Goliath, when you start to have hope, and then all being crushed away, all being denied? It's painful. Look, it's not all over. The lower bracket is there. There's still opportunities for representation in Tokyo, but Fnatic
playing like the best team in the EMEA
They
again.
really are, and you know, the world, they're looking to double up, be twice the champions of the world and EMEA.
Now with the fast look over towards Rubble. FUT have 3 players here, but they're playing so far back. It's a quick trade, and Durka out of the game. Well, usually you'd say that's a problem for Fnatic, but the way Leo and Chronicle have been playing, it may not matter. That'll be ult farmed for Leo off the orb.
Yeah, Nightfall. may drop upon this A side. That's exactly what happens. Actually catches both of the players. No.
Just one.
Kiwi is able to fall back from it. Can he save out of Captain's life? Oh dear. Seized in place.
He can't hear the door opening right now.
He can't hear a thing. Chronicle and Boaster moving in together, and that's a perfect opportunity for them to grab that easy kill. Kiwi out of his position and caught out into the open. Fnatic not stopping. They want a perfect score. 10 HP on Chronicle, but does it matter? He's got friends. Moj is alone. It's a lonely world, but maybe that's where he thrives. Maybe. Hopeful thinking.
There is a lockdown, but the clock is starting to tick. You can't even rely on it. That long wind-up time.
Hope those last. Fnatic. Patient, very.
Oh, the stall, and now Boaster coming around on the flank.
Annoying.
It's planted for him on drop.
Leo taken down, chance. Spike not quite diffused halfway. Lockdown even available for Moj, but is there real time?
It's
might not come down to it. Boaster from behind. Moj giving FUT around.
Changed the pace in these last few rounds. Really trying to catch FUT on the timings.
Ooh, Durka ends up losing his life very early.
And the captain.
Double kill with the Spectre and upgrades to a Vandal. Not too bad, not too shabby.
And they've got the spike on site now. If a hit tries to come in, lockdown going to be immediately slammed. Cracks too with the null command. Kiwi hunting on a flank just to contain these players.
Yeah, FUT.
And now players spotted out in mid off the alarm. They know Chronicle's there.
Exactly. Which is why Kiwi can also have impact with his own backstab. With that rotate around him, the wraparound. But yeah, what FUT needs to do here is maintain control over that spike, increase the pressure, have the players holding the right position. As you said, the mid push from Chronicle telegraph, 2 players looking at his direction while the rest try to lure the attention span over to C main. But this is where Kiwi comes in but loses his life. Actually, a 3v4 is fathomable.
Yeah, time to use that lockdown. Low on the clock. FUT have to be able to move in, or rather Fnatic have to move in and accomplish something. It'll all come down to Chronicle
But
on this flank.
Instead of moving in through mid, he goes all the way around from spawn. Do you expect that? It really is a tall order to think of this.
Fallen knows there has to be an option here.
But it's
here we
timing
go.
because Fnatic are actually putting pressure now into main, which is why Mr. Fallen is looking at, which allows Chronicle to move in from behind. That's one kill, taking one out of the equation.
No.
A kill onto Mr. Fallen.
He just needs a
It's
kill.
the end of it, 10 seconds. He needs a kill. Needs to look to the other side. It's a tip. Chronicle, he's a monster. He's a deity and shows FUT who's boss.
Fake teleport that he still turns around on?
Boaster's like, my teammate's cracked. My teammate's cracked.
Mini can't believe it. Viper cutting off the killjoy. Alfier wants to play in front of it, and he takes out Kiwi.
And there's no reinforcements, right?
No,
Stop it!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Stop it again! It's dirty! It really is disgusting at this point. All right, pull the plug on it, honestly.
FUT were already on life support.
Blinding.
Time to end it all.
Go, go, go.
It is Sheriff's full armor for FUT. They almost get the timing on Boaster, but even the luck isn't on their side.
Well, the delay is there from Fnatic. At least they haven't gone into plant down. It's given time for rotations to come through. FUT, desperate. What will they do? Compose, Alpha drops. Not quite in a position where the
Durka
gun
on the
can
flank.
be collected. Durka takes him a while, Tunk down in health, but still double to his name. Boaster, double to his name. Everybody finding multi-frags, and it's the captain of FUT to try and do it all, but honestly, it is to no avail. Fnatic, superiority illustrated in what a fashion. 13-2 and 13-1.